Welcome to Aaron's VOD Dumps. To catch live dumps, go to twitch.tv/AaronDNR. Enjoy the show, baby. Okay, I should be live with my good friend Baldur's Gate 3! We will hit a button and enter the game. And I will not be continuing, because that is Paul Punch the Fourth. Nor will I be doing the Dark Urge. I instead will be following the adventures of Thomas Mado. Items outlined in red belong to someone else. Don't steal them, please. Items outlined. Okay. You know me, just had to make sense. Or make sure, rather.
You're covered in dust. Wait, is that a bruise there?
By the gods, this shit sucks.
Nothing. What am I to do?
I'm your
We need
husband.
some mad healing, friend.
It's my job. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I can tend to this.
So you may ask, what are you going to be doing? I have one more quest I want to take care of here, and then... or maybe two.
Hold on. Are you alright?
Let's move.
Better now that I'm here. God,
My faith protects me.
I'm near.
Don't drown. He did.
They are really just talking shit about my good man Mir. Okay, and then Asterion, you will heal using Hosians, if we have any. Shadowheart has 2 that you can have.
Did they
Drown.
suffer?
He did this to you over in the flesh. They're at peace now. Things aren't the end.
Could have been you.
Okay, let's get to it, friends.
You don't need to. We're together.
Beldron! Beldron! Oop, I got a text.
Please.
Let's see here. Can we warp over there? You know we can. Must find new sources. Nearby mithril veins are near depletion, and quantities required for Brother Seawolf's most recent project were considerable. Some of the acolytes have taken to calling it grim for the place it has made, though never within Brother Seawolf's hearing.
A steel mold, used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
Huh, a steel mold. We'll hold on to some of this stuff, please. I need to discover a... Am I still? I guess that was a really heavy... whatchamacallit. Will, you can have it. Okay, let's reunite the
Never a dull
crew.
moment. How delicious. Still breathing, despite everything.
We got some skills. We can fight these. Or do we want to fight these guys? Yeah, we can fight these guys. Okay. Can we hit anyone with our bow? Can we hit you with a sneak attack? Hell yeah! And then we're gonna hide.
I'll do it my way. This is my time. 2 steps at a time.
What do we know how to do? Hunger of Hadar? I like that.
Let's end this. Heading there.
She doesn't really have too much, so she's really just gonna be flame bolting for most of her life here. How lucky. What a luck of the far realms. Oh, come on, guy.
I'm ready.
No holding back.
Let's finish this. Onward.
Blood comes easy these days.
Oh, no! She's dying.
No holding back.
We did it. Yay, us. I knew that was gonna happen. Why'd my goofy ass pick that up? Ow! I made it to the adamantine forge.
This must be the forge. What a sight to behold.
I'm not interested in doing the adamantine forge today, or possibly at all. I've done it
Lava's
before,
erupting.
I just don't find it that
Better watch my
interesting.
step.
And I forgot the steps.
Don't touch me.
But I will get my good friend Astarion, to do a bit of hopping here. Because there's a quest over here that I want to take advantage of.
Alright.
Lame. Astarion, open up.
So you're what has this place all stirred up?
Open this up, please. Nope. Let's hope you can. A bit of gold, hill giant figure, but what's this? Sentient amulet?
Thou hast come!
The amulet is heavy, but holds a subtle warmth, like it was left under the sun. Suddenly, the metal surges with heat. You feel great power and an overwhelming urge to laugh.
Don't do it, Astarion.
Can thou endure?
Don't do it. Fight the urge. You did it. You just beat it.
The laugh urge fades. A quiet power spreads from hand to head, then down to your feet.
Thou hast done well. For what is a laugh if not one step toward madness?
I'm glad he's still gonna laugh in.
Return me, take me home, and thou shalt glow with blessings.
Return you where? And to whom?
To thy granddaughter, Shira Clawen. Serves Ilmata, she does. She waits in Worm's Crossing.
Worm's Crossing, that's Act 3. It's gonna take us a while to get there.
Thou shalt bathe in her golden gifts. Oh, thou shalt be blessed indeed.
Are you a ghost? What has happened to you, man?
A ghost? I am sunlight on water, dew on grass. Sharon's broke my body, but my spirits they could not. Well, not completely. Thou shalt return me home. It is written.
I will take you to your granddaughter at Worm's Crossing.
I shall walk with thee. I shall grant you my power. Done. It shall be.
Forge, not born here but tragedy.
Yeah, well, gotta sneak past this guy to get back to my crew. I was, Jesus, go. Oh, is he gonna make it? He made it, everyone. He made it. So I believe that is everything that I wanted to do in the Underdark. Let me get back to the general
Boat
purpose
floats
Underdark
in the
here.
murky waters.
Sail to Cave Shore. Let's go. I believe we finished what we needed to do here.
Yes, she is cataloguing Baldur fertility rituals.
Oh, hello, everyone. Belgian.
Thanks again for offing that drow. Only made it here because of you. But I can't stop thinking about the rest of us. Stuck in Moonrise with a bunch of sadists. Poor bastards.
Don't worry, I'll get him out.
Fuller, somehow you look worse than last.
No need for me to ask how you fared. Some of my kin have already made it here, safe and sound. It's past time we were back in the city. But if you find yourself there, call on us. The Ironed Hand gnomes are good friends to have.
Hell yeah, brother, you know I will.
I know about the rune powder. I think I'm gonna steer clear.
No fooling you. We've some scores to settle back in the gate. No. But the Iron Hands owe you a different kind of debt. Find us and we'll make good. That, I promise.
I did it, Spa.
Peacebringer, be at home.
I must have knocked Nier into the lava, because usually he gives you something if you give him his head back, but...
Somehow you look worse than last I saw you.
Okay, so here's the rundown. You might see I have 2 quest markers here. Like, what's going on with that? Ask Omelium how to negate the tadpole's magic. And activate the adamantine forge. This one, I know is useless. I don't want to do that one, personally. That one, I just don't care for. It's really long, and I just kind of want to move on. It's very uncool of me, but I am just headed back to the surface.
Species receives from other minds is difficult to
Although, let me check something. There might be a quick quest that I do want to do. Oh yeah, Shadowheart only has a blue level mace. So, I want to go on another quest here. At the monastery. It's a quick little questy doodle here, and I know exactly what to do. So hopefully it will not take me very long. Journal updated. Find the blood of Lathander. Oh, it's just it's around. Okay.
watch your back.
So the blood of Lathander is a secret mace, like a maul. Why am I doing that? You do this. Is a secret maul for my girl Shadowheart. And it should not take me long to get.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Poor little bub. He can't,
What's the plan?
These guys absorb spells, so my little man, he can't do much.
Never a dull moment.
Also, can I really not do anything? Okay.
Can't give up. Not now.
We're blocked because we're in turn-based mode. Come, Grimishikers, come near us. Now we are here, so now we will beat them up.
much for peace.
Talk to me.
We are not a group known for our physical prowess. Ah, damn it.
I can't even catch my breath.
Got to focus.
This is supposed to be easy, but I may just have literally the worst group in the world for this fight.
Still breathing, despite everything.
My faith will protect me. Not going to last much longer.
I'm gonna have to go a ways back if this fucks up.
Yes, here.
Can't give up.
Is there anything I can do? Shadowheart may be able to just leave. Yeah, Grishelka's really killed everyone, huh?
Need to stay focused.
Yep. Oh, Lord. We gotta go back to the camp. Who are you? Oh, it's Arabella. I was like, who are you? Hey, Barkus. Glad to see you here.
For the invitation to your camp. It's, well appointed, not too crowded, perfect for thinking. And I've been doing just that.
What about?
It's about Wulbrin. We know he's been taken to Moonrise Towers, and we know I'm going to save him. The problem is this. A preponderance of evidence that I am a terrible adventurer. I'm not sure I should trust Wulbrin's fate to, well, me.
Oh, I have some confidence, Bubby. I'm destined for Moonrise Towers. I could look for him.
You've done so much already. I'm hesitant to prevail upon you again.
Just you, Shadowheart.
I can't risk recapture. I barely escaped last time. You do it then. you'd look for him.
I will.
That's very decent of you. Thank you. There's something else you should know. Something I can no longer ignore. I know you've learned about the gnome's pursuit of rune powder, but do you know what it truly is?
Other than a valuable explosive? Perhaps not.
Until very recently, I thought rune powder was a myth. A substance so powerful it could fell a city. A nation. The Iron Hand gnomes have proven the impossible. Rune powder is real, and they have it in their possession.
What do they want to do with it?
Destruction. The only thing it's good for. But destruction of what? Well, I'm hoping Wulbren will be able to tell us. I shouldn't have let him drift away. Shouldn't have let that lot get their claws into him. Now more than ever, I need to find him. We need to find him. He's the only one I might be able to speak to sensibly.
I'll find your friend, and together we'll stop the Iron Hand gnomes.
I'd kiss
That's
you.
what I want to say.
But neither of us deserve that. Thank you.
Womp. See ya. Where's my little man? Where's my little ghost man? Because boy, oh boy, I gotta bring a lot of people back from the dead.
Thou walkest alone. On all these harsh nights, thou hast sought no company.
He said, Shadowheart, you are bitchless. No one wants to date you. You sound disapproving.
Love is no domain of mine, but it is often cited as the purpose of mortal life. Wherefore turnst thou from it?
If I... I don't really want to talk to you about this. You don't know me.
And thus thou art alone.
Damn, he said, you are bitchless.
Fate, dost thou require a new...
I want to resurrect
thou
everyone.
Must return with this is the price of battle. Well,
there's the gold. Bring him back, please.
By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archive.
And then the four of us are taking a big nap. Hey, everyone's back.
Blood.
Looks like it's time for a big nap. Hey, Will, do you still like me?
Well met.
Apparently not. I'd like to talk. Let's talk about us. Apparently you do.
Subject.
May I kiss you?
As if you needed to ask.
When did I earn brownie points with Will? He didn't want to do anything to do with me. Oh, the little spin! Ah! Damn. You go, Tommy. Thanks. I wasn't expecting that, bud. No one wants to talk to me. No one wants to say that they're sweet on me. More than fine. Let's take a nap. I'll find a way to do it one of these days. Ah, fuck it. I'll just cheat and use one of these guys. I'm not about to be clicking to do math a bunch. Okay, it's a new day. We may have gotten our little asses beat, but we're back. Immediately in the fight.
Got to concentrate.
At least these guys are hurting themselves before they get to us.
This is my time.
How do you miss a prone target, dude? You thinking up there, little bubby? It's okay, you can come down if you want.
The blade will not bend.
Ready.
How did I not see that guy?
Battle favors the fearless.
Can't afford to let up.
These are like the one set of Grimmishoka I know of in the game, so this will be our toughest test. This is our final boss here.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Asterion! Open the door, friend. No way. Also, okay, you have something on you that sets you on fire all the time. I don't know what it is, but it's really annoying. Because he just lost like a lot of health.
Still alive, so that's progress. keep a blade.
Let's see. Astarion can. I think he can just get up there. You
All's well
move.
that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
So let's see here. Will the auto-pathing allow Thomas to get up there? Is Thomas just too small of a little boy? Hey, what up, Vanderlyle? Sorry I just got to that. But yeah, happy beginning of the weekend. I feel mortified if Thomas can't even get up here. Okay, he can.
No one stopped me yet.
He just needs to get all the way over here. I will say, I've never had a character who was too small to make that little jump.
Looking ahead.
Okay, it's the heat thing. It's these gloves that do heat. That's what's killing me.
These things have stayed interesting. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Hi, birds.
Hey, you don't need to yell at me. I'm just a nice little guy.
The giant eagle regards you with disdain. Turn away from the eagle as you approach, indicating you are not interested in its nest.
The eagle seems satisfied, but keeps a watchful eye on you.
That stinks, because we actually are super interested in the nest. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Eagle.
Let's play.
Sorry I had to kill your son.
Got to keep fighting.
What is this woman's even spec'd into?
Survival is all that matters. At the ready.
Call all the friends you want, bird. It won't save you.
Defender of the people.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
So we have one part of the puzzle so far. And I know where to get the other two. Ugh, annoying.
What's that?
Break it, Thomas! Okay, well, that's not your strong
Whatever it
suit.
takes.
But, break it, Shadowheart. We made it! Now it's a fight with
No one back home
a
will
creature
ever
that will
believe that.
destroy us if we get nearby it. Luckily, all we do is fight long range.
On the victor's path.
Tell me why I shot the ground.
Is ever easy.
What's the plan?
Whatever, it doesn't do anything because we have to stand next to it for it to do anything.
This is my time.
No choice but to keep going.
Got to concentrate.
It continues to do nothing.
Battle favors the fearless.
Another fight.
We've almost got it.
Ready.
One of these days. There you go.
A guardian of faith spell. And a remarkably long-lasting one at that.
Now, do we have the rusty mace? Doesn't look like we do, so I'm on my way to go get that.
Better make camp soon. Might be a while before this.
Girl, what you talking about? We just started.
Stand your ground! Keep them busy!
Time to dig up a grave!
Got the mace, right? Yep. Okay. Now time to do a very complicated bit of work here.
The monastery's notable keepers adorn these intricate panels.
I don't recognize any of it. Anyway, what's Seed up
The
to?
reconsecration of the monastery, conducted by Dawnmaster Seed.
So Seed has a hammer. Okay, I guess I can see. This guy's got a sword. This guy's got a hammer. I'd like to place this in the world, please. Why is that not working? I believe this guy is the little mace. Why is place in the world suddenly not working?
Looks like any regular weapons I have work here too.
And then this must be the axe. Yeah, yeah! Bathing in the morning lord's radiance, baby! Yeah. To the next dawn, master. I don't think we're going to make it, but the blood is secure. We closed it off with magic. Only one of our own can take it. If anyone else tries, the walls will fall, and they won't get out of there alive. Should that happen, pray to Rosemorn Monastery. But do not mourn. It's for the best. In death, new life, always.
Sounds important. Could it still be here somewhere?
Could it still be here somewhere? Why, of course it is. And it's hidden within Kreshulek. Which I need to be very careful in because I believe they all still hate me. These people will murder me on sight. I haven't been here in like 6 episodes. Now, Astarion, do you have grease? Hell yeah, you know he's got random grease for no particular reason. Which we will need.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
And that's how we got my boy Astarion through that grease!
This should work. I was sure I had it that time.
Ah, damn, fell on the grease. Awkward.
Who's the time to design such things?
So there was a poem underneath each one that's basically like the Dawn Lord greets the sun and waves goodbye to the moon, which is essentially just like have one face the door and have the other face away from the door.
Looks untouched. Quite something to have escaped notice all this time.
And then this room has sensors. They have traps that will knock you off and kill you. But I'm what we call in the business a little too smooth, so I know how to dodge them. Except for this one. I can't dodge this one, to my knowledge. Yep. So we're going to have my good friend Astarion, because he's very dexterous, disarm this. Wow, he just made it with all those bonuses. I got too scared, so I skipped ahead. And because he's such a good boy, he'll even use his bow to knock out this Krithel. If I can target down there. Yep. Only took 4 arrows, but he did it. He knocked down the Krithel.
All right. What now?
And there, ahead of us, is a mechanism that would start a giant laser if I snuck in. But I did not sneak in. I got the official summons. And so Tommy is in possession of a legendary item. Feast your baby blues on the blood of Lathander, Thomas. So beautiful you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. And you will immediately go and just give that to Shadowheart, because you can't use
My
it.
faith will guide me.
You don't know how to, but she can.
I've got a long road ahead. Quite a heavily guarded treasure. Good job we got past those protections.
Good job. So...
The monks were intent on keeping their relics safe. They didn't count on us, though.
So now...
I'm hardly surprised.
Shut
That
up.
thing looks powerful.
So now we are going to go do other quests that I missed. Just getting a text from Caitlin asking me how I was. Just said streaming some BG3. You know how it is. And I can tell you, Thomas needed all of this extra experience, all this extra little bit that he can get, because my man can't do nothing for nothing.
That dead bird's been corrupted by the shadows. Would be wise to leave it alone.
You don't have to tell me twice, but in the Stone Age. Where's this silly little guy?
What's that?
What's this? What's this then?
Something to do with the shadow curse?
I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Where's my guy? Where's my little bub? He must just be over there. I must have taken the wrong ding-dang path. Hi, creatures. Yeah, shadow curse creatures that are gonna kick the shit out of me. I actually don't want to see you. I don't want to do that either. I'm too scared. There he is. There's my little bubby. Hi, guy.
Where lies your guilt?
The waning moon.
That spell! Speak with dead, correct? Your technique is impeccable!
When you have lived as long as I, such simple magic becomes second nature.
Thanks, Raven.
A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us.
I like helping out.
The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Depends. Who murdered this woman?
She is not the victim. Nay, she is the perpetrator. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence, promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her, and to this day her victims lie unavenged.
I doubt you're out here I doubt you're here out of the goodness of your heart.
I have no heart.
Wow.
I seek a record of this one's
And his name is
crimes.
He Who Was.
Written in
Someone literally
her
made
own
this guy in
hand.
middle school and brought him
Through
forward
it,
20
I
years
can
later.
summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
That's some powerful magic. How do you do it? Can you show me?
Such spells are ancient secrets and closely guarded. But I could be convinced to share them with an ally. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it?
I will. What must I do?
I thank you. As do those who died by her words. Go to the distillery, the one she
I'm Ben.
calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
Do I have it? I must not have picked it up. Well, I know exactly where it is, so off to Moonrise Tower. Did I or did I not deal with this man? Looks like I didn't, so we're in for one heck of a cutscene here.
A distillery? Not my preferred tipple, honestly.
A place like this must hide all manner of secrets.
Because my man's still here. Just gonna save this just in case. Bubby. Taking you a second to think because the game's saving. It's taking you a while to think, actually. I should not have saved mid-conversation. But there you go. Now he's moving.
Go back down, wet your whistle, tell your story.
What is it you're serving?
Only the best. Oblivion and beyond. Go on. Cheers. Bottoms up. Go nuts.
The curse has wrecked this man. This is no life. This is torture.
Sure.
Leaning in, you can see how the creature's skin barely holds it together. The bulge of its belly is on the cusp of bursting wide open.
He looks set to burst, and will probably be left hip deep in his juices.
Now don't tell me that.
Make it drunk. Be drunk. You and I both. To our good health.
I'm gonna pretend to swig the swill. Cleared that one with ease. Got a hit egg. Ah, super great. Shadowheart approves of you pretending to drink.
Elixir. But such a small sip you take.
Also, you're probably wondering, why aren't you having Tommy do this? This is a tough thing, and I kind of need someone who I know can do it, and I know Astarion is good at the skill checks it's going to require. Tommy's not very good at lying. He's not very charismatic, I hate to say. Well, he is, but he's not good at lying. But Astarion's a born liar. He gets points for lying.
Story. A fable. A saga. Guide me.
There's a whole bunch of ones, and then there's saying no. I've seen the goblins' vile rituals with my own eyes. It was disgusting. I even pushed one off a cliff. Woo! Made that one. Normally I'd be saving after every one of these, but I don't want to fuck up the game. And also, I trust my man Stary.
I can hardly bear, tolerate, endure, if only in my mind. Such daring. You ask, you drink, then you amaze, infuse, astound me again.
I don't have anything to ask you, buddy. I'm just gonna pretend to drink my beer. Ooh, natty, got it. 30! Masterful level deceit.
More stories.
Okay. Oh, gotta refill your cup. That's cool.
Tell me of foes fell, villains vanquished, beast bastard.
I bested an Inquisitor, a dreaded champion of the Lich Queen Vlaakith. I don't know how familiar you are with your Githyanki lore. Oop, fucked that one up. So we're going to... Yes, we have some inspo. Okay, cool. Nat 20. He should, because Astarion did it.
Drink a lot. We cling to everything, but especially to that. Bravo!
He was there. He fought the Inquisitor.
Ask, question, make your query, and drink once more.
Like I said, no questions. I just sort of want to see if I can make you burst, which it looks like I did with that roll.
I know you. I knew. I know. I am knowing. You want Father's personal, mysterious secret. Secret? No. Not never.
Yes, I'd be interested in that secret.
Ordered, commanded. Don't say it. Don't say it. Hurricanes. Hurricanes. Talking. Perish. Die. Buried. Buried in Thorn Tomb. Father told me.
That's all very interesting, but... Oh, yep, there it is. I was like, are you, still good, buddy?
Neither. Too strong.
We all gotta go somehow. And we even got a level out of it.
Clean up right left that.
And to think, the whole reason I came here was just for this book.
Trust no one. Simple.
Okay, let's do some leveling. We gotta level off of conversating with that big dude until he exploded. What are we gonna give him? What are we gonna give him? What are we gonna give him? I truly do not know. I guess that. I don't really know much about Warlock. I just kind of go based on what feels right. And you, Shadowheart, you are pretty much just heals. You will just be healing the livelong day. Okay, so we have actually taken down 2 of 3 of Ketheric Thorm, the evil general's children. So while we're in the neighborhood, before we double back to he who was, let's take care of the other one too. Waddle, 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 waddle.
I'm ready.
I've got a long road ahead.
What were those healing boots? Oh. Hello? I don't know what the heckaroo those were. Give that to Carly. Okay, we can run normal. Yeah, I just straight up, when I went through here the first time, I mean, I guess that's why the game was so ding-dang hard for me, was I just didn't explore, I didn't look for anything, including this entire boss who just lives at the top of these stairs. And we will be saving, because the thing is, and I don't like to save scum as much when I'm on stream here, but Ketheric's kids are just annoying if you can't get the speech checks.
What do you bring?
Like, they each have, like, a bunch of resistances and 600 health. What do you require, my lumpy friend?
I require gold.
Okay, here's a gold. Have fun, pal. Jade it. Soundlessly, by the way. Everything soundlessly.
Another!
Oh, there you go. Caught up. How much do you want exactly?
All that you have.
I don't hand out so much gold for so little in return.
You may pass the river, but first you must pay.
The toll collector scam is old and uninspired. Give it a rest. Figure out a new trick.
Trick? No! Gold! I require gold!
Yes, a trick. You're a trickster. You don't deserve the gold. He didn't pass that one.
A trick? I trick? No! 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 I paid back.
And then she explodes into a million zillion coins. And that's where I get all my money for when I beef it and die. Just paid for 2 more beefs with that one.
What's that?
The pride of the gate.
Yes, the Iron Vine Shield. I will be putting it on Thomas because I just found out, and this is how dumb I am. I didn't know that staff races can use shields. like him. So now he gets bonus to his armor class. That would have been a lot better had I known that forever ago.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Okay, and that's all of Kethric's kids taken care of, which means it's time to head back to the Last Light Inn specifically so I can turn in this quest with He Who Was. First, let me see if I can score some extra
See if there's
supplies
anything you
here.
need. We don't know when the next blow might land. Take care now.
Cool, got better gloves for Thomas. Should be in the money now. That reminds me, while I'm here, I actually need to, I forgot, there's another quest I'm supposed to do here. See, these things are just getting tacked on and on and on. Another major quest here. Because I gotta go talk to my good friend, or Grammy Award winning singer, Halsey, and say, hey, I'm here. What's up, Halsey?
Oakfather's blessings to you.
These lands must bring back bad memories for you. I hope you're still faring all right with us.
It's not easy, seeing the ravages of the Shadow Curse. But your camp is a most welcome... You've shared your fire with me.
Sorry.
Your company. A small pocket of light against the darkness. But one I couldn't do without. Thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
You're too modest by far. What fate would I have met without you? Rotting in the goblin cells? Dying against an onslaught on the grove? More good has been done since I met you than in 100 years before. Words cannot express my gratitude.
No words needed. I understand how you feel, buddy.
Yes, I think you do. Forgive me. Sometimes I forget myself, gazing on the beauty of nature's creation.
Falls in. Oh. I guess I have to. Sorry, I have to finish this quest and then talk to Halsey about it. It's a mess. Hey, bud.
Nathaniel will be so scared there alone. We looked after each other for such a long time. I hope he's all right.
I'll say a prayer to Timora.
for your good luck. A copper to the lady returns tenfold in gold. And maybe something that will help you and Halsin too.
I don't already have that quest, do I? Oh, he must already be out there, technically. He was at my camp, but he was also over... Yeah, I guess he's over here. Okay. Sorry, I don't remember that happening in a past stream, but yeah, there he is. There's another one I'm gonna save before. Should always save before major events, just in case you beef it and you ruin things. Hey, Halsey.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin.
First, I want to know what to expect.
Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell, but thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there, alone.
Hold on, I want to come with you.
No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return.
Bet.
I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs.
You can count on me.
Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works.
I'm a praying man. I will
Oakfather,
clap my little hands together for you, Halsin.
aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy
My
me what
camera
time you
looked like
can.
it was off, like it was fuzzy. In which case, not a big thing if it is. People came here for the gameplay, not for me. Okay, this one's gonna be a toughie, but we gotta do it. So the name of the game here is Delaying Things. Not proficient with shield. Epic. Okay, now we can do things. I almost freaked myself there. Mud, ice, azure. Let's do... What did I just do? Protection from missiles? That's great. That's definitely what I needed to do. Ugh. We're just gonna do this guy preemptively. So this whole thing is not actually about defeating all the enemies because you can't. There will just be too many of them. I'm to do is just hold out. And you see what I did there is I set up Hunger of Hadar, which will slow and damage them.
Better get back soon.
And now stuff starts getting summoned, which is no good. Yeesh. I will summon a guy. I will stage fright all of these people just to try and delay them.
Battle favors the fearless.
These guys are still trapped in the muck. Now here's a little trick from your good friend Shadowheart. Is once you've got a crowd going, you go out in the middle and you turn undead. And now everyone who is not slowed gets blown up by her many, many abilities. I did not like Shadowheart, but she is essential to this part. You cannot do it without her.
Kids, warriors. Someone's been fallen to the curse. Spill some blood. Where do I go from here?
There's another one. I could have attacked the people next to me, but instead I threw a bolt of thing to knock them down on their butts so that everyone out there is slower.
What now?
Now for this one, I'm just going to lob a fireball in there just to damage as many people as possible so that they get killed by the shadow curse.
On the victor's path.
Here, I'm just going to set up right there. And then I think I'm gonna turn undead again. And I got two of these guys, so these guys are gonna throw an orb. Things are too good. That's all you gotta do, is you just gotta waste time. And the portal should be coming up soon. I'm sure you'll make it out of there, buddy. This was really tough to do when I had my bard, my wizard, my fighter, and my barbarian. We could not hold anyone back, so we were just going out there and just trying to kill as many people as possible, as fast as possible, before the thing fell.
Time to push my luck again. I won't give in. Come on, can't stay idle.
The 9. Oh, neat.
Forever dauntless.
Can't give up.
I think we need to be getting close here to the portal just closing.
Still on my feet. Nothing will stand in my way. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Oh, whatever. You can hit me.
Forever dauntless.
Let's end this. Moving.
Oh no, it got a claw off. Dare I say that is the best I've ever done
It's
it.
done. I have him.
I don't know if the guys were just too low level compared to when I usually do it, but
But
that is
something's wrong.
hands down the best I've ever done it.
Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be.
Is he dead?
No. But some part of him is missing. He's hollow. I need to examine him back at the camp. Come see us when you can.
All right.
said back at the camp, so that's where we will go. I love that she still has her angel birds flying around her. What's up, Halsey?
Daniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold.
Tell me how I can help.
It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else.
Once Thaniel's essence is found, what then?
In truth, I'm not sure. This is beyond all reckoning. It's still part of Thaniel deep down, but it may not recognize that, or want to recognize that. Perhaps it can be reasoned with, but I'm not hopeful. Reason is not something that thrives amidst the shadow curse.
I met a shadow child before, a little boy named Oliver, around Thaniel's age.
And you saw this boy yourself? That can't be a coincidence, but we need to be sure. And I truly mean we, if you wish. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side.
All right, leave it to me.
This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute. Anything. Just say the word.
That's really rad, but stay here for now.
I'll be ready.
Time to get going.
Yes, Halsin's a good guy, and I am using him on a different playthrough, but for now I'm gonna stick with the boys with the date I brought to the party. Luckily we don't have to go too far. Also, I totally forgot that we were supposed to be doing go to Last Light because I want to do the He Who Was quest before I finish this one. Yeah. Let's move it. I love Thomas's little run. He's got such a purpose to him. See, I already goofed it up. I was gonna go the wrong way. That's true. To get to He Who Was, I have to go through this very obvious encounter that I want no part of.
What's that?
$35 whole bucks. Yay! Hello, He Who Was. How are you?
The air stirs in trepidation. You have the ledger.
Yeah. Tell me why you want it first.
To punish a murderer. If that is not enough, leave.
I have no time for those lacking commitment.
Sure, you can have it. I don't have any use for it.
We have it. Her lies, her guilt. Madeline reported her friends to a dark justiciar and fled when they were butchered. Well, she flees no more. I will be the conduit for Madeline's spirit. I will force her to face trial, and you will be the judge. Make her beg. Make her suffer.
Yeesh.
I'm here to make sure she sees justice.
There is no justice for traitors, only pain. Witness.
He said I was gonna be punished. That you'd be the judge. But I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I said it didn't mean nothing. That Ben and Mark were just drunk and whining. The Dark Justiciar promised she was gonna chat with him. She promised!
If I was drunk complaining, why'd you report him? Would you not like drinks?
The Dark Justiciar said to report everything, big or small. She ain't the type you say no to. She gave him a dagger each and told him to press it against their stomachs on the count of 3, to start stabbing and not stop till she said so. She never said stop. I'd do anything to take it back. Anything.
There's nothing you need to do. You didn't know what was gonna happen.
What I did was wrong, and I won't ever forgive myself. But hearing that just one person doesn't hate me, that one person forgives me, makes the load so much lighter. Thank you.
You were supposed to make her suffer, not forgive her!
What happened wasn't her fault, dummy. She deserves forgiveness.
That doesn't matter. I seek the guilty, the tormented, the anguished.
Get over yourself, guy.
You have crossed me. And for that, I end your pathetic life.
One, or I guess 2. I would say it's 1 versus 4, dumb.
Come on then.
Talking a lot of big game for a guy who just lost half of his life.
You have been judged and found wanting.
What, they're not invited? How
Nothing
weird.
will stand in my way.
My faith will protect me.
Ooh, can we get this guy? Pick up your weapons, boys.
A long way to go still.
Why does he know how to use a great club? He won't, but why does he know how to use that?
Well met.
Hey, homie. Anything in your little pal? No. Do you have anything? Nope, you were just here to be you, I guess. Huh.
I wonder what the next move is. Take your... Take your...
Yeah, that should be good enough.
Not as bad as it could have.
Actually, are we able to get a mass heal out, pal? There you go. Thanks, friend. Hey, Olivier. Got news for you, buddy.
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge.
I got new things to say to you, bub. Though the game
Though
is having,
shrouded
I would
in
say the game's
shadows,
having
the
a
child's
tough time.
resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable. This must be his dark half, warped by the curse.
Go on, find someone else to play with.
I know who you really are and where you really belong. You need to reunite with Thaniel now.
Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, little guy.
Not harder. Impossible. I don't want to play with you anymore.
A slippery little bugger, isn't he? He'll be looking for somewhere safe. Somewhere where the shadows are nice and strong.
That's everywhere. Let's go in.
Ooh, hit my boy Daddy.
Over here.
Not sleep on the little ice guy.
And my own friends.
What's Daddy gonna do? You truly, I don't know if you needed to do that, Daddy. Not very nice, if you ask me. Just forgot what he was doing. You dumbus. There's at least one done.
Spoil my fun. I'll teach you a lesson. Just you watch. my favorite toy.
What'd you make? Oh, a big, big owl. Ooh, a nice undead repelling. That should be fun.
Stop that! You're supposed to be playing, not breaking things.
Survival is all that matters.
Finally, get out of there, you doof. I know that's gotta hurt. I just killed your daddy.
You're spoiling my fun. Stop it right now. You'll be sorry. On the move.
Can't even catch my breath.
Why are you doing this?
That's gotta be
All
rough.
I
I
wanted
killed
to
his
do was
parents.
play.
Okay, I was about to say, is this thing even getting weaker? But it is.
Talk to me.
There you go. All done.
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here. And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
You don't have to leave. All you have to do is lend Nathaniel your strength.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up.
No one's to blame here. The curse tore you two apart. Now you can be reunited forever.
But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot.
Change is good. That's what growing up is about. Together, you two will become more than you were before.
So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd have someone real. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it. Bye. And
Bye.
thank you for playing with me.
He is no longer shadow cursed. He's returning to Thaniel. And we're all the fucking way back here. So let's go to camp and talk to my man, Halcyon. Halcyon.
It's been a long day. I need to rest.
How we doing, Halcyon?
The druid Halcyon spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die.
That's pretty heavy for a dude your age. But okay.
Hey, Halsey.
Thaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him.
Glad I could help.
I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, so they both exist as two people in one soul. They sure are having a good time, Oliver and Thaniel. Now let's take a snooze, because no one wants to talk to me, so let's take a freaking snooze. Ugh, the math involved. I can't be bothered. I need more snacks so I can get to 40. Till then, I'll just use a supply pack. And I'll take a snooze. We're rested, relaxed. Doesn't look like anyone has anything to say to me, which is fair. A little rude, if I may ask, but it's fair. But what we're gonna do is, much to everyone's chagrin, we're gonna sneak into the towers, and damn it, I'm gonna save Wolverine. We will save Wolverine. I think his name is like Grongol. Wolverine Grongol. I think he's got to save and load in real quick.
That's far enough.
His thoughts invade your own, probing for purchase. Your parasite purrs in recognition.
Ah, one blessed like myself. What news, true soul?
Little from the field. What news inside?
General Ketheric's advisor went off on a field trip. Zarel's in charge till he gets back.
You'll find Zarel in the audience chamber, true soul. She'll be wanting to hear from you.
Well then, let's not keep her waiting.
I want to keep her waiting. In her name.
Praise the Absolute.
I'd prefer to keep her waiting, but...
There can be
if
no
I
doubt.
have to.
This is the place. This is where we'll discover the secret of the Absolute.
Another true soul. The disciple will want to see you through the main doors.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpole squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
I'm just gonna keep silent. I don't know these guys.
Mercy, General! Please!
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Oh, this is the dude. He made me burn a lot of,
True soul, tell the
he
general
killed me
how
a couple
the goblins
times at
served
the
our
windmill.
cause.
Just kill them. They're worthless.
Lies! I served the Absolute! I did everything I was told!
And there you have it. We're too close to the ending. And
Yeah,
the
suck
new
on that,
beginning.
goblins.
I can coddle failure no longer.
I'm a nice guy, but I'm no pushover.
Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit!
Also, for those eagle-eared listeners out there, yes, that is
outside
my
my control.
good friend J.K. Simmons, the one American guy on the cast.
Try again.
He's just that powerful that they're just like, yeah, you can just join on.
Dispose of the rest as
Getting
you see
hot in
fit.
here? Is that just me?
Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the general. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish.
I'm just gonna nod.
Here in
I don't
the
want to
seat
talk
of the
too much.
Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete.
I've just
They
barely
will
snuck
obey
into this
any
evil place.
command.
I don't want to say anything wrong.
Report to me upstairs when you're
to
done.
have them know.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake!
Not another word. In fact, not another breath of from any of you.
Please! Help me!
Let's go see Zarel. And mind you don't slip in the goblin guts.
The seat of the Absolute's power.
Sorry,
Occupied
guys,
by a
but
general
I
that
hate-
cannot be
I just hate
killed.
these goblins.
But his
What can I say?
followers are flesh and blood. We must
Although
learn
Will, my
more
honey, did
about
not
his
like
power.
that, but that's fine. What did her note say?
You've got this, Roger. You're gonna be the bestest true soul there ever was. All you gotta do is trust Minthara.
R.I.P.
Listen to the Absolute and do as she says. Then you get your audience and you'll be proper rewarded. Don't go listening to them fakers like Dren. Dren does not hear shit.
Get her, drag her ass. Fuck Dren. I've been saying it for years. Fuck Dren. Let's go in here where Minthara would be, but I killed her. But in my good guy playthrough where I was trying to get everyone, my technically 4th playthrough, I'm so mad. I bonked her on the head like you're supposed to do to keep her alive, played for like 15 extra hours, and then she was just not there. It's like, it's so baloney. Yo, what's up, Teefs? Those are the ones that got taken at the beginning of Act 2. And here's my dude, Walbrin Bongle.
Nimble, check for
Your conversation has been cut short. These prisoners are for Disciple Balthazar's
I have permission
attention
from
only.
Balthazar. Ask him. He said I could talk to the little guys.
Your association with Disciple Balthazar inspires respect and a touch of fear. You are free to speak to the prisoners.
Yeah, dummy. Anyways, what's up, Walbrin?
You ordered that guard about as if you were the Absolute herself. What do you want with us, exactly?
I'm here to help you escape.
Huh. And why would you be so inclined?
Barkus told me you were here, and he asked me to help. The little guy.
Barkus is out here? Didn't think he had the stones. Well, if he sent you, you're no slave to the Absolute. You're a damn wolf among sheep, aren't you? I reckon you and I were meant to meet. I'm Wilbrin.
I'm Tommy Mado. Pleased to meet you.
We've got a plan. For us and the tieflings both. But we're scuppered without the right equipment. We need tools. That head case of a warden robbed ours, but anything that breaks rock will do. Even if it's not Iron Hand quality. Whatever you find, throw it through the bars. But for the love of Gerdor, make sure a guard doesn't see you. Or we're both done for.
It's Roland. He's probably holed up somewhere planning to burst in, spells ablaze, and rescue us.
Better yet, I'm just gonna... What's up, Warden?
You spark of the familiar. Do I know you, true soul? Perhaps not. Your face is rather bland.
Oh!
Regardless, know this.
Get 'em.
I am the warden. The prisoners are my charges, and I answer to Disciple Balthazar himself. Stay on my good side.
Your face is bland, too.
My face might be bland, but yours? It is now carved into my memory. Forever.
Well, it's not gonna be that long, cuz... I'm looking for Duke Ravengard, my boyfriend's dad.
He sounds important, and I'm afraid the mere dregs are the only ones left in my care.
Who's Balthy?
My. They are letting all sorts become a true soul these days. He is chief advisor to General Ketherick, and one of the Absolute's favored. His necromancy is second only to the General's. It is an honor to serve him.
You must confiscate a lot of stuff.
Indeed. But all are kept out of reach and under constant surveillance in the office above. Prison security is my highest priority.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go, but hey, guess what? You're gonna die now.
You were witnessed assaulting someone. You're headed.
Have I not warned thee? A pardon, my blessing can also be so sorry.
This is my time.
He's too busy laughing now.
What should I do?
We did it! We defeated the Wardon!
Still breathing, despite everything.
Spell Crux Amulet. Ooh, I like that. I want that. Especially because my amulet just does talk to the dead, and I never do that. Nice! Gonna steal some stuff. Gonna use my friend Asterion to steal some stuff.
You've been caught lockpicking. Better surrender or risk losing your hand.
Where's this man? Oh, hey, bub. That's fine, we'll kill you.
Let's finish this.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
I don't even have a 5th level spell slot. That's what you get for not reading. You silly bumpkin. Oh, yeah, that is pretty bad. Okay, let's kill him for fun.
How delicious. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Let's watch the roll. Yeah, we're gonna make it. What was even in here? Some healing potions. That's good. That's good. We won't watch the roll on this one, but we've more than made it. We almost doubled it. What do we get? Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. I was like, where's the thing I came here for? But I'll have Tommy grab it.
No one stopped me yet.
Wallbrin's hammer. I'm looking for Wallbrin's hammer.
Better than nothing.
Stone. I feel it. Hollow behind the back wall and beyond. There's a pier nearby.
I'll get us out
Could
of
you
here,
please
Cal,
come
even
back,
if I need
eyeball?
to kill every bastard in this.
Hey, well, eyeball, I'm just gonna stab you. Okay, fine. We'll take you down too. At least the what's it called?
Have to keep going.
The prison breaks can be real easy. Because we've just murdered every guard.
Blade will not bend.
This is certainly a group that knows a little bit more. Hell, I could just hit the thing, but I don't know where you'd go, so. There you go, bub.
Good work. We're gonna wait until it's quiet and then bust out the back wall. We'll grab the tieflings along the way. We'll need them if it comes to a fight. You, however, are the clincher. Once we move, keep the patrols busy. If the bastards spot us, all of bloody Moonrise will come down on us.
Well, I don't really.
It's time. Let's do this.
I don't really think it'll be an issue. I think I got all of
Until then, be ready.
I got all of the bad guys done. Yeah, no one's coming, so.
You slept at all?
Have you?
Fair point.
I'm just gonna go ahead and open up cell 2 because it's theirs. So I can go and help them out. Yeah, there's supposed to be a big fight here where they take a bunch of turns, but I just killed the people in advance, so.
That's curious.
Yeah, instead of a big fight, I just had like 3 secret attacks. But it's a real hoot. Go and do it. It's high anxiety, high adventure. Go and do it for yourself when you play. But I just knew what I wanted to do, so.
Boat's good to go. All that's left is to ship off. My plan for now is to hide out on the water. Unless you have a better idea.
I'll come with you. I know a place called the Last Light Inn. You'll be safe there.
Safe? That's no small claim in these parts. Lead the damn way.
Hop on the boat with me, buddy.
We're sailing away.
You drift through the dark until time, skill, or luck brings you to Last Light's dock.
Hold there. You can't just land and start unloading strangers. They're procedures, damn it. No one gets in without being tested. Commander Jahira's orders.
I passed a darn test. I remember the vines very vividly. They scratched.
You did, but your friends did not. Anyone could be infected, so we're checking all new faces. No exceptions. Here, form a line. Let's see if the Absolute's little pet recognizes any of you.
The Absolute's what? What are you doing?
Just do as he says. Trust me, this is the easy way.
If what you said is true, no one has anything to fear. If not, well, we'll soon find out. Now, form a line. I'll not ask again. That's it. This won't take long.
Breakout! I'm inspired. I'm a folk hero and I'm inspired.
As is Will. Hey, Damon.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer.
Interested. Earlier, you mentioned you could work interesting materials. What did you mean?
I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area. Underground, maybe. Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
I think I have some. Yeah, I found a piece in the Grim Forge. What can you make?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done keeping it to hand.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Do I have a bunch of it?
Can't sleep, so I might as well...
Yeah, I should have a bunch.
It's perfect. Really. Just a moment, I'll be able to work this one quickly.
Sorry, I skipped the hammering animation. You saw him do it.
Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? Well, well, well. I knew I smelled something. Can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need it.
Okay, what do we get? We got the Flawed Hell Dusk armor, hat, and hands. It is heavy, medium, and... I don't know if anyone can use any of this.
Always sharp.
I don't know, I kind of still like Wisperia's Crown. Not really all that useful, but tell you what, we will sell it to Damon. Oh, I will.
In my years as the Blade, I've witnessed countless cruelties, faced unimaginable evil. But Thorn, he is made of pure hate. The Sword Coast will rejoice when the bastard's fallen. And lest we forget,
told him about his dad.
we've a
I'd like to sell all these very
Can't
cool
sleep,
things that you gave
so
me.
I might as well hammer. Need anything?
Got anything really, really sweet for me? No, it doesn't look like you don't. Maybe the other lady does.
I'll be here if you...
Time to walk myself over there. Walking myself over there. Gonna see if this lady's got anything that I can buy.
See if there's anything you need. We don't know when the next blow might land.
Give me a cloak of protection. They very clearly sold this woman a lot of things. I guess I'll just trade it for all this little stuff. My man goes through hell to get us cool armor, and I sell it for a sausage.
Take care now.
Thanks, friend. Also, Tommy's got a cape. Looks beautiful. It's blue and red, just like him. Now time to get my bonus from Barcos.
Relief soon? We don't want any surprises.
1, Barcus,
Yes, Mom.
you're here. 2, hello.
Ah, there you are. Everyone seems to be quite a flutter. Do you know why?
Haven't you heard? I freed the people being held in Moonrise.
You did? But that means... Wolverine! Wolverine! Where is he?
Poor boy. There he is. Hey, Wolverine.
Ah! Oh, I don't need anything else. Thanks.
Your friend Barcus is just around the corner. Have you said hello?
Oh, Barcus. Perhaps later. Was there something else?
You're not gonna, like, thank me? It was tough.
Surely Barcus will take care of that.
Okay, dickhead.
Wolverine!
I heard you might be about. How the devil did you get stuck here, Barcus?
I'm not stuck. I came to find you, of course.
Why would you do a foolish thing like that? Really, Barcus?
Unfortunately for me, you're my friend. Rescuing you from mortal peril is my right.
But you didn't rescue me, did you? I rescued myself, with the aid of this helper.
Ah, it's you. I should have guessed. Thank you very much for your help
It
finding
just makes
Wolverine.
me feel terrible.
You don't
Wolverine's such a
belong
bad
here, Barcus.
friend.
As soon as the way is clear, pack up and head to Baldur's Gate.
But... Wolverine... The rune powder... We need to discuss what you're going to...
I said go home!
You don't know what Barcus has gone through to find you. He got captured twice.
Please, that isn't necessary.
Indeed. Neither of you has any clue what's at stake. And why should you? It's Iron Hand gnome business. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a great deal to do.
Fucking dork.
Well, there we have it. Wolverine is safe and sound. Thanks to you. I owe you a great deal. The brilliant retort, for starters. Here you are. I hope you like it. It's a new type of smoke powder. Powerful stuff. Made it myself. Now, I believe our business is well and truly concluded.
You don't owe me, Barkus. If anything, Wulbren does.
One and the same.
I doubt Wulbren agrees.
You don't know him, though. This is just his way.
Well, what are you gonna do now?
Well, perhaps Wulbren is right. Perhaps I ought to return to Baldur's Gate.
Well, that'll have to wait, because if you step outside, you will die.
Oh, that's all right. I'm a patient fellow. I'm sure you'll clear a path for everyone soon enough.
Bye, Bubby. Sorry your friend was terrible.
Yes? I'm sure you would.
What we got over here? Nothing
if
much.
you're-
Of course Ronan went looking for us. If you see him, send his ass back here and fast.
Okay, Roland the drunk. He went to go save them, but
Roland
they're not
said
here.
sit tight. But what's taking so long? I hope he's all right.
Hey, you guys friends? You guys good pals? Apparently you are.
You're here! You're all right! How?
We're two tiefling queens, remember? I couldn't leave my favorite bard without her partner in crime. I did have some help from an old friend, though.
How did you do it?
I killed a lot of people and then threw a hammer. Honestly, sheer dumb luck.
In ballads, they'd call you talented and courageous.
You forgot, incredibly good-looking.
Oh boy! Oh shit! Hey, Carissa.
Carissa!
What?
I won't say no.
It's true.
I'm sorry, I'm already
I
a
never
spoken
thought
for
I'd
man,
see-
though.
Well, anyone again. Thank you. 1,000 times, thank you. One last favor. Take this off my hands. It suits you better.
Oh my god! I got a bunch of stuff. Do I get all of this?
Why are you smiling at me?
Potent robe. What's their charisma modifier? Hell yeah, brother. But she just gave me a bunch of shit. Nice. Yo, and that's smooth as hell too.
This gives us time to move.
God damn.
We don't even know how long Roland's been gone.
Let's listen to the message again. Maybe we missed something.
Smooth and nice. Also, hey, Lacrissa, what's going on, my girl?
Things in Moonrise were bad. Real bad. Thank you for getting me out of there.
I want to talk more about how the fact that you said I was a hottie.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good.
I saw Ketherick. He regenerated before my eyes. It was terrible.
Gruesome, isn't it? I'm glad you survived the encounter at least. Did you learn anything more?
Ketherick is calling himself a, quote, chosen of the Absolute now.
Chosen? Oh, that's 3 masters Ketherick has served. Our paladin isn't very picky. He's aligned himself with mind flayers. But I cannot see what he gains. Perhaps we can force it out of him once we have him up against a wall. Was there anything else?
Nope. Not yet. Parts of the tower aren't open to me.
General is paranoid. Good. That means he's protecting something. I'll wager it's the source of his invulnerability. He'd protect that at any cost. Was there anything else?
And luckily, I know exactly where it is.
Shop's still open. What do you need?
Got any stock for an extra cool guy like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone, but I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out. Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old jackaday.
I'd like to buy it.
This is a valuable piece, so it's gonna cost a lot. And that is the price isn't changing.
I'll be back with the money.
Hurry. I've got loads of...
Can I lie to you again?
Mole said, never abandon your post, so I'm gonna keep going. What? You got the coin this time?
No, sorry, it's
As
too
Mole
much.
would say?
You can only gaslight him at the beginning then if you don't mention the key,
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess where that came from.
Ugh, says I.
Wish we had stone or steel.
Well, like I said, everyone's been hemming and hawing about this Ketheric Thorm gentleman, J.K. Simmons' character, and his immortality. And they said it must be close. If you remember, his son, the big bulbous balloon guy, said that his secret is somewhere close. And I feel like I know where it is. Dun, 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 dun. Like a little Pikmin, that man. This is going to be a much more dramatic end, but because I thought I had the waypoint, but I didn't.
Slain in battle. They must have a stronghold nearby or a temple.
And yes, Shadowheart recognizes that nearby might be something interesting.
Our hero thought for the treasure ahead, did not consider the peace of the dead. Through the dark he went creeping, and awoke what was sleeping. A new grave they dug, which he himself fed.
A warning, no less. Don't tell me you're worried about little old me.
Merely protecting my assets. I've grown quite fond of you, you know, in my way. I thought it only fair to warn you about the dangers ahead.
I can handle myself, Raph.
Intrepid as ever. It would be pointless of me to try to bar you from entering. But I can set the scene, as it were. Prepare you for your role.
Fine. Paint me a picture.
There is a stage down in the dark upon which a great drama has suspended itself in time. Its actors dwell there still, mired in the languor of their long-tired scenes. If you, however, through the dark, go creeping and awake what is sleeping, chances are many more graves than yours alone will soon be fed.
What is that? What does any of that mean?
Very well. There is a creature that lurks in silence and shadow. A creature who, like me, is very much of the infernal persuasion. Should it make its way out through the very doors you are about to brazenly swing open, you'll have unleashed a pestilence upon this realm. In truth, it is carnage incarnate. So if you meet the devil of which I speak, kill it. Consider no other course of action.
You're still only telling me half the truth, sir. Tell me what's going on for real.
He's gonna too. Beans. And I don't care to actually find out.
Believe me, I am not telling you half of what I know. You have it in you to author a thrilling finale if you heed this warning. Do not underestimate this opponent. At best, you will have the blink of an eye to strike. Strike first, strike true, defy the odds,
mad.
for they are distinctly in its favor. That much I owe the bastard to concede. And don't think I've forgotten your tale, Astarion. When the beast is dead, I'll consider that payment enough to translate those scars of yours.
A fairer deal than I expected.
You wound me, Spawn. I always deal fairly. And will close this particular deal soon enough. Vanquish the beast, and all will be revealed.
What's that?
What is this? Hungry. Why, there's the waypoint that I thought I had discovered. Oh boy.
Sigils. Attempts to restrain Lady Shah's power, perhaps. Failed attempts.
Well, let's go and freaking find out what we're doing in here. Which I will say, I'm gonna go to camp and I'm gonna take a nap before, because I want to be refreshed. Let's see here. Anyone got anything to say at the end of the day?
Well met.
You certainly don't. Hey, Carls. I haven't talked to you in forever.
What's on your mind?
She's got a bunch of stuff, but I just don't engage much with the ones I'm not going with in this playthrough.
These lands may not be under the thrall of Lady Shah for much longer. No matter. She wishes for Ketheric Thorn to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down.
What do you make of Ketheric, considering he's one of you guys? He's one of the Dark God worshippers.
He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager.
Hell yeah, brother. Hey, Gil. What about you, Astarion?
Need something?
That's a big N-O.
Do you really trust this devil?
I'd trust a devil over a vampire any day. I think he likes us.
I like him too, but I'd never say it to his face. He's such a jerk.
Perhaps if we kill this Orthon extra bloody, he'll invite us for tea and brandy back in his house.
Okay. Haha, it's very smart. It's very smarmy. No longer friends. Also, hey Gale, what's up?
Good evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale.
Very well. Show me the way.
Gladly. Simply follow
I did
yonder
not
path,
expect
and
Gale to go on a
soon
little date
you will
with me.
find him.
Is today the day? Yes, we finally got 40 out of 40. This dude Gale over here just casting.
love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break.
We're in a building in the Shadow Cursed Lands. Where are you, buddy?
Cradle.
I guess you could have opened a portal.
Eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies.
Gale.
It's breathtaking, Gale. Is a starry sky you're doing?
Indeed. The curse is still present, of course.
Okay.
Just veiled and at arm's length for now. Not a trick I can repeat often, but tonight is different.
What makes tonight different, my man?
This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure.
Are you afraid?
Afraid? No. I am terrified. But fear, or courage, or reason cannot change the charge I've been given. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms.
Nothing's inevitable, Gale. Not when we face it together. You don't have to die.
Especially because you won't be there, because I'm not taking you into the heart of the absolute.
But there is so much to live for, and so few moments in which to
You
house
only
it
need
all.
one wizard.
Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me. But it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mistra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
I'll stay with you, Gale.
And then anyways, we snored. And we all wear shoes to bed like losers. And then Scratch
Dog
has something
wags
for
his
me.
tail, a small
Give it
bag
here.
clenched
Give
between
that
his
here,
teeth.
please.
He gives in and surrenders his find to you.
Thanks for the sandals. I sure appreciate it.
Scratch's tongue lolls out happily, his tail wagging even faster.
Also, Gale, we gonna talk about last night, buddy?
I was hoping to speak to you, as a matter of fact, about the night you were kind enough to keep this melancholy wizard company.
Go on.
I wanted to thank you. I was sinking into a dark place, but you reminded me there is still light in the world, if I should care to look for it. You may well have prevented me from doing something very rash in the near future. I count myself lucky to call you a friend.
Anytime, Gale.
Careful. I may just take you up on that.
No one else gonna admit they have a crush on me? And that's that. We are in the secret hideaway. We are on our way to unravel what Shadowheart, the trials she may be facing, to kill this demon for my friend Asterion, and to discover the secrets of Ketheric Thorn. But we will save that for another day. But for tonight, thank you everyone who came by to say hello. It's been great. Obviously, catch more of these here at twitch.tv/AaronDNR, or go to AaronDNR VOD, that's VOD VOD Dumps, on YouTube to watch the rest of the series. And until I see you all again, have a great rest of your night.